when deals like this happen, we should also be questioning what the front office is trying to achieve here in Portland. I think that's been largely overshadowed because it's a nice story. It's an amazing story. Lillard coming home, finishing his career in Portland, eventually getting his jersey retired. They're going to build a statue of him probably. Is he the best guy in franchise history? All these different questions. It's a nice story, close to home, close to family. He's happy. That's the main thing, obviously. But what direction are the Blazers going in right now? And more importantly, do they still believe in Scoot Henderson? They signed Damian Lillard. They trade for Drew Holiday, two guys that are on the back end of their prime. Holiday looks super washed last year. But what direction are the Blazers going? Are you going young and rebuilding? Are you getting Drew Holiday in to play, even though he doesn't want to be there and he wants to be on a contender, to rebuild his value and then flip him for a second or a first round pick, which probably won't happen with the new CBA and the deal that he's on? It's just a bizarre situation in Portland that feels like a front office that they don't know what they're doing. Is it more beneficial to have Damian Lillard and Drew Holiday on your roster than a younger, talented guy like Anthony Simons, which you traded away to get Drew? I don't think anyone still understands that deal from that point of view. But the Blazers are there's a whole nother question here on the Blazers on what they are trying to achieve. In my opinion, the Blazers are a little bit delusional on how good they ended the season last year. Obviously, they had that 19-win streak, I believe it was, to end the year. They were knocking on the door, actually, at one point in time, at the end of the season, in the play-in, because they had played so well. But you have to understand that when you're building these rosters, you need to understand what direction you're going in. And signing Damian Lillard and having Drew Holiday on the roster is inevitably going to mean that Scoot Henderson's role is reduced. We can do a whole segment on Portland, but Hansen coming in as well, while you have Klingon there, it's a little bit of a crowded front court as well. And it's like, Portland, what are you doing? The direction of the franchise is a little bit bizarre. They feel to me like they're in a situation where they're going to see what happens. Who's the guys where we can see what happens with. They still got the long, inflated, bizarre contract of Jeremy Grant, which no doubt they've tried to trade, but they can't, so eventually they'll buy him out. Just a bizarre situation in Portland. I don't know what direction they're going. I don't know how this helps them in what they're trying to achieve, if they're trying to achieve anything. I do like the Yang draft. I think they got that bang on. But again, what does that mean for Klingon? Can they play together? I don't think Yang's good enough to stretch the floor to that extent now, so Klingon can operate inside. There's just a whole bunch of different questions with them. What does that mean for Robert Williams as well? How many